Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. Today we're talking grindcore and happy Friday. It's New Release Friday. There's 3 releases out today that I'm excited about. The new Dying Fetus is out, the new Cryptopsy, and the new Fossilization. So Fossilization is on Everlasting Spew. Need to listen to it still, but I love that band. I love what they've put out so far, their EPs and whatever else they put out the last couple years. So still need to do that. And then the new Cryptopsy. Cryptopsy, I really have only been into the first 2 albums, obviously. Never really cared too much for the other stuff a whole lot. Like, I've obviously listened to it. I own it on CD and stuff. But I'm excited to listen to it, so I still need to listen to that. And then Dying Fetus, I talked about yesterday in my video. I showed it off the record. Great album. Just going to be a top album of the year already donning it as one of my favorite albums of the year. I've listened to it 4 times yesterday. I spun it 4 times on my turntable yesterday, and then when I was out running errands, I listened to it in the car because I had an advanced copy of it for a while now. So today I usually don my Fridays as Pig Destroyer Friday. Every Friday for the last 3 months now, I've been listening to a Pig Destroyer album or going online and listening to the various amounts of splits and EPs that they have because I don't own them all. And I figured why not dedicate a whole video to my Pig Destroyer, my minimum, very small Pig Destroyer vinyl collection. I do have all of the studio albums. I don't have all of the splits or EPs. I just never really got around to trying to collect those. Maybe someday I'll grab them. Who knows? But I figured why not? Since I'm listening to Pig Destroyer, let's just talk about them. So one of my favorite grindcore bands, pretty much is my favorite grindcore band. I should just say that right there. And yeah, every Friday I always listen to them. It gets me pumped up. It gets me ready to go for the weekend and for the day. I'm excited. It's Friday, and just their music is energetic and it's chaotic and it's awesome. And yeah, so I recently finally got the last studio album in my vinyl collection. I have owned all of them on CD for quite some time now, since Head Cage came out in 2018. That was the last CD I bought by them. But yeah, and I figured I want them on records. Relapse is reissuing all of them, of course, because they're doing that with literally everything. And so I grabbed them all. So yeah, there is one caveat, and I'll talk about it right now. I do not own their first record, Explosions in Ward 6, as its standalone release. I will someday. I'm hunting for one. I've been finding some good prices on them. I just haven't pulled the trigger on one yet. But I do have the compilation that it's on, 38 Counts of Battery, which just came out in 2000, which was a couple years after Explosion in Ward 6 came out. So yeah, this is a comp of that album and then all of their split and EP work and demo work that they put out up into this point. So that is kind of one caveat here. But I just got this year. This is a reissue that Relapse just put out. It's got that nice gloss logo there. So there you go. I think I've shown this off in another collection update, but I'll show it again. So here's the printed inner sheet, and this is Explosion in Ward 6 is one of my favorite Pig Destroyer records. On top of this compilation, just everything on here is so good. It also has the songs from their split that was with Orchid and Isis, and then their demo tape is on here. So yeah, it's a cool comp. It's a very good comp. Very awesome songs. There are 38 songs, I should say, on here, which isn't really saying much as a grindcore album. So, but yeah, this is definitely a really good comp. So if you've been seeing this around, which you should, because they just reissued this, so they're available, just pick it up. It's a great comp. It's worth it. And then the record is this red and smoky black version, which looks awesome with the cover art. So good stuff. So that's the one caveat that I have, but I have all the other studio albums as standalones. So next up came after that is Prowler in the Yard 2001, which is crazy to think that this came out in 2001. For some reason I thought it was still the 90s at this point, but I don't know. So this is immediately probably my favorite Pig Destroyer, one that I listen to the most, and along with another one that I'm about to show. But yeah, I love this album. And this is a reissue that I just got fairly recently as well. They just reissued this not that long ago. But there you go. And then the printed inner sheets. This album is so damn good. Just so awesome. I do like try to skip the little interludes there. If you know what I'm talking about, the Jennifer story in the beginning, and then, but it's kind of hard on record. It's a little bit easier to do with CD and digital. And then just because it just, drives me nuts. Like, I don't know. The like sampling on music kind of drives me nuts sometimes. Like, I just want to hear the song. Just let me play the song. But anyway, and this is like a orangey smoke, black smoke, which goes well with the cover art too. If when you lay it flat on the turntable, it looks like a black vinyl, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So the stickers. Yeah, so again, this is a reissue that just came out fairly recently too with Relapse. Does it say how many they pressed? It doesn't say, so they probably pressed a lot. So this is probably still available and easy to find. So then after that, as you guys know, is Terrifier, which is the other one of my favorite grindcore records of all time, and Pig Destroyer. It's the other one I listen to quite a bit. I actually own this on 2 different copies of CDs. I also have it on tape, and then now I have it on vinyl. So as you can tell, this is one of my all-time favorite albums because I own it on so many different formats. Just a classic album with titties. How can you not love the titties? And again, this is a reissue that just came out this year as well, which I was happy about. I really liked this reissue that they did in terms of the color, so I snagged it as soon as I saw it and was able to get it. This has a nice little booklet here. There's the band, and then the other side is the lyrics. Now, I have a question for you vinyl junkies. When they print stuff like this in your albums, do you ever hang them or like frame them on your wall, or do you just keep it like original into your vinyl sleeve? Because I really like this. I want to put it in a frame and hang it on my wall, but at the same time, I don't want to take it out of the vinyl sleeve and not have it in there. I don't know. It's these weird things that I think about that I lose sleep about at night. But yeah, I love that picture. I think it's awesome. And then here is the vinyl color, which is pretty spectacular. It is this pink with black splatter, so it looks awesome. Now, I did used to own Terrifier on another color variant. I can't remember which one it was now, but I traded it off after I bought this one because I figured I really need to stop buying so many multiple copies of records. It's just dumb. So that's Terrifier, and then now we have Phantom Limb. This admittedly is one that I just got fairly recently. Probably maybe my least favorite Pig Destroyer album. But that's not really saying anything. I'm not saying it's a bad album. It's just my dog objects. Holy shit, that was quite the stretch. Just one that I haven't listened to a whole lot or haven't taken a whole lot of time to listen to. This came out in 2007, so that's just crazy to think these came out that recent. I mean, not that recent, but you know what I'm saying. I do love the album artwork on this. It kind of reminds me of Baroness or however you say that band's name that I don't listen to, but I just know their album covers. But yeah, the one that I probably listen to the least. But since I picked this up on vinyl, I have been spinning it more than usual, trying to find a love for it. Again, not a bad album, just one that I never really gave that much attention to. So here is the printed inner sheet of those awesome band images right there. And then this has a really cool vinyl color that they pressed it on. I think it goes really well with the cover, and it's this like light blue, like there's some like swirling in there. So if you can hear the music in the background, there is a classic rock station playing in our living room right now. It is to drown out any outside noise that causes my dog to bark. if a dog is walking by and makes a barks or whatever, she loses her mind. If my neighbor's dog is outside in the yard barking, she loses her mind. And it's really annoying because I work from home. And playing music in there helps because it drowns out the noise, and she doesn't goes batshit crazy when she hears little things. It's not just dog barking. It's like little things, like little noises. Like say the landscapers will come and start doing the stuff, and if they're out there, she loses her mind. So it's just, so if you randomly hear like the doors or something, that's why. Hopefully I don't get it picked up too much, because then I'll get freaking DMAC'd for that. But anyway, okay, so this immediately, the next one is one that I just got. I bought it off of Discogs. I saw it was a first pressing, and it was really cheap, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this. And it was from a seller that had really good ratings. I generally don't buy from like individual sellers on Discogs. I pretty much try to stay away from that. I try to only buy through local record stores, or like online record stores that have a Discogs store, just because I struggle buying used records from people. They don't always grade them correctly or whatever else. So what I want, and I took a shot on this one. It's not bad, but it's Book Burner. So this is another one that I didn't spend a whole lot of time with for the Pig Destroyer, but I've been listening to it a lot lately, and this came out in 2012. This is good. I like this more than Phantom Limb. I'll just be honest with you. So this is the first issue. And the record has a lot of surface noise. It doesn't sound that great, and I don't know if that's just the pressing or if this is just this person's copy. It wasn't disclosed in the sale, but whatever. I have it. I'm hoping that they reissue it. If they reissue it, then I'll just buy it. But for right now, they haven't yet. So yeah, that's the only thing. Not like, I don't know if that's not on the user. I don't think I cleaned the record. It still has those issues. So whatever. I mean, it's not unplayable. I can still listen to it. I just, sometimes every once in a while there's a pop, and then every once in a while the sound just kind of fades down a little bit. It's just not as good sounding as the rest of these records that I have. So it is what it is. It was $20. I mean, I can't bitch. Okay, it was $20 for a first issue, so I can't bitch too much because some people are selling this for stupid prices. So there you go. It could just be the quality of pressing. I don't know. This came out in 2012 or 2012. Wasn't there like a time there besides when records first came out where the pressings weren't that great? I don't know. I might just be making shit up now. So here's a printed inner sheet. Again, one that I didn't normally spend that much time with, but since I've started listening to Pig Destroyer a lot, one that it's grown to really, really enjoy. And Phantom Limb is really the only one that I need to just take more time with and listen to a little bit more. And then this is just a plain white record. There's no scratches or anything like that I visibly have seen. Like I said, I've cleaned it. There was a little bit of dust when I first got it. I don't know. It might just be the pressing. It may just be, maybe I got a dud. I don't know. I looked on Discogs to see if there was any notes about the overall sound quality, and nobody posted anything. So it could just be mine. I don't know. But it's not awful. I can still listen to it. It's just, I noticed it. And that's saying something because I do not have a very intricate sound system whatsoever. But I noticed it. So I don't know. Relapse. If somebody from Relapse watching this video, reissue this. Because I think a lot of people would be happy. I have the CD, so that'll suffice for now if I'm not in the mood to listen to a noisy record. And then finally, this one, I kind of ignored this album when it first came out. It came out in 2018. At the time, I was not into grindcore, like hardly at all. I wasn't listening to it a whole lot. Cow Decapitation was really the only thing that I considered grindcore at the time of me listening to at that time. And then obviously these past Pig Destroyer albums. But I wasn't listening to like Napalm or any of those other bands really. But I was just really death metal. That's what I was listening to. So I kind of ignored this album. And then last year, I got it on CD finally, and I listened to it and was like, why did I ignore this album? This album is so good. It's such a good album. Like, this one has grown on me. This is probably Prowler in the Yard, Terrifier, and then this one, I would say, with the exception of 38 Counts of Battery Comp. Yeah. Head Cage. Yeah, and as you can see, I got it through Blast Beats vinyl. I recently just picked this up on vinyl too. So this is another reissue that just came out this year. I love that album cover. This is a really nice gatefold pressing too. But yeah, this is a fantastic album, and I listened to this morning before I recorded this video, and that's what made me want to talk about Pig Destroyer, because of just how great this album is. And there's the inside of the gatefold. There's the back, and then it also comes with a nice little booklet. And then Nirvana's playing now. Let's hope you don't pick that up on the microphone. And then right there. And then this is another one of those smoke. There you go. So it goes really well with the album cover. Yeah, like, this is a fantastic album. I don't know why I ignored it so much. It's grown on me a lot since I've started listening to it. And it's got me a little bit pumped for hoping for a new Pig Destroyer album. If they announce it this year, goddamn, my wallet's going to cry, because there's been so much shit that's been announced these last couple of months that's just really making this year insane for releases. So maybe announce it next year. Just give me a little bit of a break here. But so yeah, that's all that I have. Like I said, it's a minimal collection. Nothing to be like super like impressed with. I'm not expecting you to be. I know other people that have like literally everything, like the 7 inches and every stuff like that. Like, so maybe someday. I did notice that there was a box set that was released that Relapse did. It was a Pig Destroyer cassette box set. I saw that on Metal Archives, and I'm like, how did I miss that? I don't remember seeing that being announced. So I looked it up because that sounds awesome, first of all. I know that they repressed all of them on cassette, because that's the ones that I've shown anyway. But I don't remember this being announced. And so I looked it up on Discogs, and there's none of them are for sale, which is not surprising. But it has 38 Counts of Battery in it. It has Prowler in the Yard. It has Terrifier. It has Phantom Limb. It has Book Burner. Head Cage. So basically what I just showed off. Do you hear that? Oh my god, that's a truck that just drove by. What in the world? You need a new belt. That sounded awful. So anyway, it was only limited to 60 copies. Well, there you go. That's why. And it includes 2 pairs of earplugs titled Ear Destroyer. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, it looks like it sold for $150 on Discogs in June. That's the last, and that's the only one that's been sold on Discogs. So if anybody happened to grab one of those, let me know, because I would love this box set, even though I already own all of them on record and CD. But why not just get it on tape too? I was looking at the images. It's literally just a cardboard box that says Pig Destroyer, like a white cardboard box, and then inside of it, that's all it is. It's literally just a white box with Pig Destroyer, and then the earplugs. Okay, maybe I don't really want to spend $150 on that. Never mind. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent now. Yeah, that's my Pig Destroyer record collection. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Pig Destroyer album is. Any rumors of them coming out with a new album soon? I hope so. And yeah, that's all I have, you guys. Have a great weekend. And next week I am traveling for work. So I probably won't have as many videos out. I don't have time to pre-record anything today, unfortunately. This weekend I'm freaking busy as hell. So next week there might be like 1 or 2 videos towards the end of the week, because I'm traveling in the first half of the week. And that should be my final travel for a while. So that I'm excited about. So yeah, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.